everybody, and welcome to, this is round number 4 of Season 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Nashville Motor Speedway. A little bit of a change. Chicagoland was not cleared to race, and so they had to put in a replacement. Nashville was on the replacement list, so we are here in Nashville for 65 laps around this, rather a short speedway. It's 1 1/3 miles, which is shorter than places like Kansas and stuff like that, but it's still a very exciting track to go to, and we are excited to bring our debut here in Nashville. I do want to talk a little out of character for a second, so I'm going to pause it real quick. I do want to discuss something real quick before we get into qualifying and all that stuff. There was a mistake overall. I'm not even going to try to act like this is in story. It's not. I was stupid in the points. Well, not the points in the ratings. I did forget to put in Anderson's ratings at the beginning of the season. So he was stuck at 40 to 60 for 3 races. And yeah, that was an issue. He's a rank B, and he was doing worse than a rank D. So that's not something that was good. So we made a little solution where we re-simulated the first 3 races and gave him his points from where he would stand in the first 3 races with his real ratings. Everyone else is still the same, but Anderson's points have been changed from having, I believe, 46 points to 144 points, which puts him, I believe, 12th in points. So for when you look at the points and you see Anderson so high up, you'll know why the mistake was solved, and now he's back in this thing. So sorry about all of that. We'll get actually back to the real race here, as we're going to go look at qualifying real quick. On pole position today, it is Jimmy Perez for Hood Huddleston Racing, the first Mexican driver in history to stand on pole position in the Sunoco Elite Series. A lot of people questioning if he's going to be able to keep this, because you can see the 3 people around him are not people who are going to just give him the lead that easy. And if he does get the lead, him keeping it is a whole other question. Alongside Zachary Fitzwater Sr., your Season 2 champion, 2 wins to his name, hasn't gotten a win since that championship season. We'll see if Fitzwater can get number 3 here today. On row 2, you got William Duncan for Maverick GP, who have not had an absolutely incredible start to the season like Roush Racing and Scott Ganassi, but they're still there and they're still fighting hard. William Duncan still looking for career win number 2 after his first came under Trailblazer in Season 1. Alongside Jeffrey Finn, guy who retiring at the end of the season, still looking to finish his get his last season a win here in Nashville. Could be the day to do it. He starts P4. We'll see if he can have the speed to do it today. On row 3, another rookie. That's DJ Curtis for Monarch Motorsports. Curtis has had a good season overall for a rookie so far, for Monarch specifically, and a lot of people really eyeballing him for the rest of this season, seeing if he could tie together a real good season for himself and possibly get a good ride next season, with a few spots being open. Alongside Benoit Laverne, the crazy Frenchman for Trailblazer Motorsports. Trailblazer on the road for possibly rank B next season, and he's trying to keep it up. Trailblazer all qualified pretty well. We'll introduce the rest of them in just a minute, but Benoit there being the highest of them, starting P6. In row 4, you have Alex Benyako, the replacement for Aiden Shepard after his injury last week at Michigan. Benyako will be in this car for 3 races. He showed a ton of speed in practice. This is his debut. He is planning to make a few more appearances, 3 more, after this 3-race substitution under Clever Haas as a part-time driver. So it's a little bit of a chance to get a little bit of extra experience for himself. Alongside Eric Monaco, who held the points lead for the first 2 races this season, he's still in the top 5 in points and the highest ranked D this season. We'll have to watch Eric Monaco through this race. He's only starting P8. We'll see if he can climb through this field and possibly take a win for Red Stallion in the first win for rank D. On row 5, you got Dan Bartlett, another rookie. This one for Trailblazer, Bill Aldervine's teammate. Bartlett has not had a good start to the season, even though he's expected to. But we're heading into... He's more of a road course guy, as he said in the past, but we're heading in the Road America next week. We'll see if he can do well there, but he's got to tie together a good result here in Nashville. Alongside Nick Pericles for Scott Ganassi. The highest Scott Ganassi, surprisingly, is 10th place. Scott Ganassi did not have a good qualifying day as the rest of them are down the field. Nick Pericles is going to have to carry this team on their shoulders. And there is your command, Nick Pericles. Back to Nick Pericles, but he definitely needs a good result today to keep the streak for Scott Ganassi going. We'll see if what he can do for Scott Ganassi today. The other Trailblazer, as I was talking about, P11, Lorenzo Log. This team, all very, very big threats today. And we'll have to see, can Lorenzo Log bring it together for his team? He has 3 wins to his name, all under Ford. Has never gotten a win for any other manufacturer. So we're looking, anyone with issues. That's the thing we're looking for. Some of the people down the field here, Ryan Monaco, Adam Vincent, Gatlin Downey, John Arndt, Carlson, Paulson, Anderson, Brock, Bowers, Aron, Roush, Halleck, Windhelm, Scott, Caldwell, Jackson's down here. Everyone all packed up trying to get to the front. But it's Jimmy Perez, the rank D rookie for Hood Huddleston Racing, who's going to surprisingly lead them down to the green flag here in Nashville. No one has issues, so we will go green this time. Green flag is in the air for Jimmy Perez here in Nashville. We head into turn 1. Duncan got an amazing start, was able to push Perez to the lead as Jimmy Perez will lead it out of turn 1. With Duncan not far behind, you can look at this pack all jumbled up. When you're in a pack like this, you lose a lot of time, but as soon as it starts getting single file, they'll catch the leader right back as Curtis trying to take the 3rd position. But Finguy and Benyako, teammates, trying to overtake him. Will Benyako let his teammate have it? Finguy's actually a part of the championship, but not Benyako, and I think he's going to see the position. No. Looks like he's not. He's going to try to fight it, to try to prove himself. Alex Benyako, a lights driver. Lights hasn't fully begun yet, though. Alex Benyako already trying to prove his worth, as he is now in the 3rd position. But lap 1 and 2 were both led by Jimmy Perez, but Duncan looks very, very eager to take this position. He's right on the rear bumper of Jimmy Perez. Is he going to use him to get away, or is he going to pass him as soon as possible? It's the latter. Here comes William Duncan. This is for the lead. And Alex Benyako closing in. No rookie has ever won on debut, and this is Benyako's debut. The closest we've ever come to a rookie winning on debut is Jack Halleck when he got 3rd place on debut back in Portland Season 3. But Alex Benyako now down the inside of Perez and right on the back of Duncan. The replacement for Aiden Shepard looking very strong. He's looked strong all weekend long. He's felt very comfortable here in Nashville. Not the best in practice. That was Halleck. But Halleck is near the rear of the field. 34th now, so he'll have a lot of time to make up if he wants to do anything in this hunt. Downey's made up a lot of positions since the start. I believe he started like 3rd or 4th to last, now up in the points already, so good job, Downey. We look up. Pericles still holding top 10 for Scott Ganassi. But here comes Alex Benyako for the lead here in Nashville. Trying to overtake Duncan. And Perez is still there. He's not someone to take out yet of this hunt yet. Finguy is on his way, but Benyako will lead. This has got to be a good day for Benyako. He now leads this race, lap 6. But he's got his teammate on the hunt behind. Do not count Jeffrey Finguy out either. We expect 3 pit stops today. It's a possible 2-stop. We're not sure how many people are actually going to attempt it, though. As now Duncan being passed up by a few people, and now Perez being passed up by Finguy as Roush Racing trying to make it a 1-2. Jimmy Perez on the outside trying to fend off Jeffrey Finguy, but I'm not sure if that's possible. With the power difference and the line difference, Finguy has the advantage in every aspect. And that proves it. There goes Jeffrey Finguy. That is the move for second. And Roush Racing is holding a 1-2 here in Nashville. But here's the thing. How long will it take Finguy to really get eager and go after Benyako? Finguy in his last season, like I said, he wants to get a win in this last season of his. Oh, I just heard someone tap the wall. I think it was Duncan who tapped the walls. Now he's battling with Malcher. He's going to lose the spot to Malcher and possibly Pericles. Duncan dropping through the field. Pericles rising up. Nick Pericles could very well win this race. Rowe could very well win this race. Keep an eye on Alexander Rowe. Anderson has dug through this field very quickly. I didn't expect him to climb up this quick. He was in like the lower 20s. Now he's up in 12th. That was Thompson in the wall. Yeah, this wall can be scary here. Jeffrey Finguy now. Very close to Alex Benyako. When and how will he make this move? Where will he make the move is another question. Is it going to be in turn 1? Will it be right now? He's close enough. He could. It is his teammate, so he's trying not to be too aggressive, but he is going to send it right now. Jeffrey Finguy fighting for the lead here in Nashville. Oh, that outside loses a little bit of momentum out of the corner, which is usually the opposite. The outside is much better out of the corner, but here it's not so much. Jeffrey Finguy will dive it down the inside. Benyako will see the position. No fighting there. Benyako did not even put up a fight. Jeffrey Finguy now leads lap 15. Pit stops coming in about 3 laps time. We said they were coming soon. Actually, we expect more than... What am I talking about? Yeah. No, there's more than 3 pit stops. Maybe a 4th one, because the original projected distance was 57 laps, if I'm correct. They extended it to 65. So a 3-stop is the only way to go, actually. Keep that in mind. A 3-stop is the only way to go. I was mistaken. I thought we were on the old distance. We are not. So yeah, 3-stop is required here. The lap 18 is the expected delta. That's when they start pitting. So it's going to start soon. Alexander Rowe now catching up to Alex Benyako. Benyako trying to hold on to the second position. Finguy. Who pits first? Benyako pits first. Lap 17. 1 lap before the delta. He's trying to undercut his teammate. Sunoco does the same. Only 2. Now's your wrap around turn 1 and 2. Alexander Rowe getting kind of close to Finguy. Same with Pericles. Coming to 3 and 4. We expect pit stops this time. Hit 3 and 4, and they will hit the pits. It's Finguy, Rowe, Pericles, Perez, Irvine, Roush, Malcher, Bartlett, Anderson, and Duncan. Angels here too. Aron is in the grass. Gerard Aron is around in the grass. Will that bring out a caution? No. Very small crash. But Aron was around in the grass. We'll check out what happened in a minute, but we do want to check out these pit stops, see who gets out first. We're going to watch probably Duncan. Nah, watch Finguy, because he'll probably be out first. Green flag pit stops are underway. 4 tires and fuel's the call for everyone. It's got to be. Going 2 tires is a big, big mistake. Finguy will get out first. Jeffrey Finguy out on track. Alexander Rowe, Nick Pericles. There's Benyako fighting with Jackson. So Jackson pit because of a slight issue, but he's back near the front already. Could that have been a pit strategy? Could he be playing this game a little differently? It's a very weird pit strategy if he is, but he is up near the front now, because I believe he is up here. Should count him. Yes, P3. Jackson is here. Maybe he likes the clean air. Maybe that's his move. But caution is out here in Nashville. Lap 20, what happened? The while that Irvine would be coming out of the pits, pushed by Anderson, and Irvine would cut up just a little too late, go into Roush, and Irvine would cut back on the track, connect with Anderson, and they'd both go in the wall. Anderson very frustrated after that incident, but both would get back going. We're also going to check out what happened to Gerard Aron in the pit cycle. So here's Gerard Aron coming to the pits. He tried to cut many people as he tried to go around the outside of a lot, would hit the back of Bobby Jones and would spin himself out. So Gerard Aron got a little too impatient in trying to cut a few positions, and that costed him. Gerard Aron spent a lot of time in the pits after that. Well, not really bad luck for Gerard Aron. That was a stupid mistake out of Gerard Aron. We'll be back. So everyone would re-enter the pits, because here's the thing, I said tires are so important here. And they are. If you are even 2 or 3, well, not 2 or 3, but I'd say about 2 or 3 laps behind on tires, it still matters. And you're still losing time per lap, which this was a saving grace for the driver of the 10 car, Bull Jackson. Jackson was about to pit again due to his weird strategy, but because he didn't, his entire race was just saved as he's now back in this thing. But everyone else was taking fuel and 2 tires. He has to take 4 tires, so he will drop near the rear of the field again. But how much that really matters to him is a different question, because this is a big saving grace for him. He would have had to pit and go a lap down. Now he's not going a lap down. So things change a lot for the 10 team, and he's starting behind his teammate now. So nice call for Paul Jackson in the 10 car. And that pit stop tragedy. But we look at the front. I already saw him. William Carlson Jr. stayed out on track. Bobby Jones stayed out on track. Gerard Aron stayed out on track. I believe Alexander Rowe did not. Perez, Finguy, Benyako, Hercules, Bowers, Vincent, Monaco, Mulcher. So a lot of the orders stayed almost the same. We'll have to see how that works out for a lot of people. Keep an eye on Jackson now, as he's now back on strategy. William Carlson Jr. leads, but he has bad tires. We'll be back. So here we go. This is it now. Oh, I'm not sure how this is going to work for some people, because now we're looking at people in the back. Jackson has the freshest tires, because he took 4 tires and fuel. Some others did, scattered throughout the pack. But Jackson specifically is the one we're looking at. 4 tires and fuel. He starts 24th. Keep an eye on him. He could jump through this field pretty quickly if a lot of these people took 2 tires. We didn't actually fully see if they took 2 tires, but I think they did. Seeing how far behind he is, a lot of these people took 2 or maybe no tires. So Jackson may hunt through this field pretty quick. But William Carlson Jr. on old tires is going to lead him back to the green flag. Well, it's not necessarily old tires, it's just like 2 or 3 lap older tires than everyone else. But he will be slower than everyone. Jones will be the same. Rowe will not. So Rowe is the person in position to take the lead. Carlson will lead it back to the green flag here in Nashville. Green flag back in the air for the Swedish driver. A lot of people trying to clear a run before turn 1. I heard, I believe that was Finguy in the wall. Might have been Benyako. Yeah, I think it was Benyako. Aron loses a lot of momentum. Yeah, his engine's a little bit damaged after his contact with Jones, so I'm not sure what Aron's gonna do. Try to keep himself alive. He isn't even alive in this game anymore. Aron's pretty much done. But it's Carlson still leading this race, but now the hunt is on. As here comes Jeffrey Finguy hunting through. Keep an eye on Benyako. He's trying to go down the inside of Perez. He'll get him. Bowers is here. Carson Bowers in the 39. He got second in Pensacola. Has had 2 really unlucky races since. Dropped out in both of them. Involved in incidents. So Carson Bowers trying to get back under that speed we saw him in Pensacola, and he is. Benyako back in the wall. Alex Benyako, and I believe I just saw caution. Yes, caution is out once again. Rowe trying to take the lead from Carlson. This was a saving grace for Carlson as well. Carlson runs it way wide. Finguy trying to take P2. Rowe will lead it back. Caution back in the air. We didn't expect this many cautions in this race, but we'll be back. Big pack troubles here as it was Sunoco. Oh, Scott got involved. Oh, Philip Scott would tag Sunoco. Bartlett, Halleck, your practice winner. Oh, Scott and Art are involved in this wreck. Thompson. Downey. Another bad day for Gatlin Downey. Oh, there's got to be some frustration now. But caution is out. That's what happens when you get in a big pack like that. We'll be back. Here we go. While they're being out of this race, Sunoco, Scott, and Arndt are out of this race. Gakanashi takes a big hit. Pericles still in this game, though. 3 cars stacked on the inside, including DJ Curtis, who's starting near the front. Curtis, oh, that sucks. But it will be Alexander Rowe, person who almost won last season's championship, leading him down to the green flag. Once again, lap 30 of 65, almost to the halfway point. Here in Nashville, green flag, back in the air. Looks like a lot of people are not going to pass these lap cars this time. Actually, only Rowe got through them, which is an issue for everyone but Rowe. Iran once again causing chaos. How much chaos will this cause, and will it cause a caution once again? Iran needs to retire. He's way too slow. They might be trying to split him down the middle. Benyako down the inside. Roush around the outside. Benyako will get away. Iran and Monaco in the wall. Chaos being caused by this 91 car. There goes Jackson. You see Jackson going down the inside of Hans Windhelm, trying to make a move. Again, like said, Jackson could be a threat in this race. As we go for, oh, I think I heard, oh, it's just Iran in the wall again. Iran very damaged and just limping around the track. Jackson has made up a ton of position. Look at how much position Jackson's made up. This is the power of 4 tires at Nashville. We told you tires were important. I don't think anyone else took tires. I think everyone just refueled. Because you could tell Jackson's just faster than everyone. Keep an eye on him. It's now Rowe. Then we go back down. Over a second down to Carlson. Bowers. Finguy. Eric Monaco. Scott Roush. Jones is dropping back for Red Stallion. Red Stallion's having a pretty good day, though. Monaco up in 5th, and Jones trying to hold on to a top 10. But, oh god, Jackson could be a very big threat in this race. You never know, though, because we don't know how fast his pit crew really is. And the pit crews are important here. I saw Eric and this wall has been threatening today. They aren't hitting it too hard, so it's not too big of a deal. But it's still a deal. It's still something they need to pay attention to, is staying out of the wall. Jones has an issue. Bobby Jones just got struck with a big issue. He's losing position and losing it fast. Bobby Jones, not good for Red Stallion. Culverhouse hasn't had the best of season so far, but Jackson trying to turn that around. He's P6. Hunt and Brock. These guys are running decently fast lap times. As now Carlson making a move on Bowers. This is going to lose time to Rowe, though. As Bowers not giving up, though. Carson Bowers not giving up on the outside, but I don't think he really has a choice here. The inside is just so much more powerful here. This is not an outside dominant track, or even a place where the outside can work, like in Michigan. last week where the outside almost worked for Arndt. Bowers back down the inside. This is a great battle between these two. William Karlsson Jr. and Carson Bowers having a great battle going here. Bowers will get it back. Brock now in this. He's trying to go for career win number 10. Still waiting for that landmark number 10. Could happen today. Angel's up in the top 10 now for Clever Haas. Jackson has a friend coming close. Where is Paulson? Fighting with Fitzwater and Eric Monaco down here. Eric Monaco lost a lot of position. Benyako trying to get back into the top 10. Fighting with Ryan Monaco. Benyako had a great run earlier today and it's really dropped off. Really hasn't had the speed he had before. Finn Guy loses a spot to Brock as now the 10 of Paul Jackson's going to hunt after him. Seems that Jackson's just leeching off of Brock. Brock seems to be just a little bit faster than him. Oh, they've caught him now. They're getting closer and closer every lap. Rowe cannot seem to get away. This isn't a situation where you can just grab the lead and run. This isn't a track where you can do that, because the slipstream is so strong here. Vincent, the lap car, is going to go down the inside of Rowe, but that's not the important part. The important part is now Rowe is out of line, and here comes Bowers for the lead. Now it commences. Carson Bowers trying to get career win number 7 to tie with his teammate Max Anderson for second on the all-time win list. Rowe in the wall. He's going to run it wide, and Bowers will take the lead. Jackson fighting with the 51. That is Hans Windhelm for 6th. Looking back further. Pericles dropped a lot of positions. Your Pulsar, Jimmy Perez, not doing amazing anymore. Dack Jovic's a threat again. Oh, Dack Jovic, your points leader by, I believe, 5 points over Philip Scott. But the problem is Philip Scott's out of this race. So Jovic is in position to keep his points lead. But the problem is, again, another issue arises that there's so many people ahead of him that could take it from him. Oh, there goes Carlson down the inside at the 87. That is Alexander Rowe losing more position. Brock hunting Carlson. Could this actually be the day that we hit landmark number 10? Rowe back in the wall. That's damage to the right side that you don't want, because it's a little bit of aerodynamics lost. Finn Guy getting back in this thing. Down the inside of Rowe. Pit stops once again. Rowe trying to meet it. Oh, that was close. Almost didn't meet commitment line, but he did. Now it gets real interesting. Did someone stay out? Oh, there's people that have already started to pit. Eric Monaco, Zucker Fitzwater Sr., Max Anderson. Watch Rowe, your leader. And also watch Paul Jackson. We'll see how fast his pit crew is. He is one of the fastest guys out here today. He's got to get out of his pit stall. Got to get out of your pit stall. He's out. Maybe a little later than you would want. Jackson going to lose a few positions, definitely. Finn Guy as well. But Bowers jumps on the pits. No. Rowe was your leader. Bowers was your leader. No, this is right. Ooh, Gatlin Downey. Is he a lap down? No, technically he should be in third with the completely damaged engine. So I think he's in this time. No, Downey kind of gonna try. That's risky as all hell, but Jackson, not a good pit stop. Same with Jeffrey Finn Guy. They're gonna have some work to do. Jackson down to 13th. But Jackson was showing to be one of the faster guys, so we could make it up. Oh, Brock a little wide. Not gonna hit the wall. Windhelm right down the inside. Windhelm 4th in points. Looking very strong today. Could take the points lead. In fact, this could be the day for Hans Windhelm to take this points lead. Right on the back of the 87 in a row. Look at other people. Fitzwater gained a lot of position on that pit cycle. He's now down the inside of Roush. He'll take 4 positions. Oh my! Roush in the wall. Decently hard. That's going to lose a lot of momentum. And his teammate Thin Guy going to get more spots. 6th place for Fitzwater now. Fitzwater hunting back up. He started alongside the pole sitter, Jimmy Perez. Thin Guy chasing after Scott Roush. Trying to get him here. Jackson up in P11 now. He's chasing Lorenzo Log. Look at this. The team's back together again. The Season 1 Clever Haas team, Jeffrey Thin Guy, Paul Jackson, and Lorenzo Log are here. They're all teammates at one time. But Jackson gets around a Log, and he's going to get around Roush. Next on his list is Jeffrey Thin Guy. He moves up into 9th. And Thin Guy into 8th. These two very fast today. Vincent still fights with Carlson, but this is the only situation where the outside might work because Vincent's down on power a little bit. Not giving up. Maybe he's not down on power. Windhelm, fast on track, fastest lap overall has been the 39 of Bowers, just barely over the 10. Carlson's up in the wall. Hard. Did a tire just go down? That was a hard hit in the wall. Very uncharacteristic from someone in the elites to do something like that. That was a very hard hit. He may have to hit the pits after that. Pits should be coming soon, though. Our last cycle of pit stop should happen soon. Near the end of the race, actually. Will there be anyone who tries to stretch it to the end? That's another big question. There's Paul Jackson going down the inside of Jeffrey Thin Guy. This is for 8th. Thin Guy taps the wall, as a lot of people have done in this race. He'll gain a lot of momentum on the outside at the start, but at the end of the corner, it's just not even comparable. Jackson will take 8th, and next on this list is Ryan Monaco. Ryan Monaco having a decent day. Something's got to give. Someone's going to pit soon. There's Halleck, who's slow. That could hold him up and get Windhelm near the front. Could Hans Windhelm get career win number 1 today? That'd be the 2nd new winner this season. Joining Stephen Thompson. Looking through. We also saw Angel, who was near the front before. 14th, and then his teammate right behind him in 16th. I believe this is now, 15th and 16th. Anderson. Anderson could have had a better day. Benyako could have definitely had a better day. Showed a lot of potential earlier today, but not going to show near the end. Johnson, Pericles. Jovic, 23rd. Probably not going to hold on to his points lead. Not from that 51. They did get around Halleck. Bowers did. Now, Jackson has 2 more targets right ahead of him. That's Ryan Monaco and his Season 2 rival, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who we lost the championship to. Fitzwater, right now, P6. This is a good haul for him, but Jackson wants to push him down to P7. Here comes Jackson and Ryan Monaco now. Like said, he's pretty much the fastest guy on track right now. With 1 more cycle of pits, will anyone try to stay out? Will anyone try to stretch it? It depends on when it starts. That's the big question. When is it going to start? And if it starts with like 2 or 3 laps to go, someone could push it. It's possible. The big question is who? Who will take the dive? Who will take the risk? Because if you're out there and your tires die and you go on the wall, that risk went from big down to nothing. Halleck's in the pits, but he has damage and he may be on a different cycle, so we don't know yet. We don't know if that confirms the start of the pit cycle. It all depends on one of these leaders. Oh, Windhelm has caught him. Windhelm's close now. If pits happen now, this could be good for Bowers. Really good. Because if pits don't start soon, Windhelm's here. Paul Jackson now on the back of the 59. He'll go down the inside. Jackson for 6th. Still could be a threat for this race. He just needs one good pit. I believe that's Halleck still in the pits. If I'm correct, that's still Halleck. Yep, okay, so we still don't know. Might have been someone else. Maybe could have signaled the start of it. Bowers needs this pit cycle to start. Because if it doesn't, Windhelm's gonna get him. He's so much quicker. Rowe's much quicker too. Mistake out of Vincent. That was Bowers' only cushion. Was the 42. And Windhelm's got him. Windhelm's got the lap car. Next on his list is Bowers. Could this be Windhelm's day? The German. On the bumper. Oh, here we go. Hans Windhelm. Trying to get down the inside. Can he get the nose? Yes. For the lead, Hans Windhelm. Rowe is close. This could be a 3-car battle by the end of this race. But Windhelm will grab the lead. Is there going to be a pit cycle? Now comes Rowe. Makes his challenge. I swear there was going to be a pit cycle with the laps left in the race. I thought there was going to be one, but I don't think there is. I think we're going to the end. Oh, Ron. Going to be an issue. Ron is really slow. Now Windhelm's got to hope for this pit cycle to start. Because if he can't get past Ron smoothly, there's going to be an issue. And there is. Oh my. Very slow through the corner. Very slow out of the corner for Windhelm. Rowe has gotten Bowers. 2 laps to go. Can Windhelm make it? Can they all make it? Rowe could win this race. Hans Windhelm, the German, can he do it? For Epic Motorsports. They're gonna try. White flag. Bowers couldn't make it. Carson Bowers couldn't do it. It's Rowe versus Windhelm. Into turn 1. No challenge yet. He's going to set him up in 3 and 4. That's his only chance now. Can the German finally do it? Does Rowe have a challenge? No, he doesn't. Rowe's not going to be close enough. And Hans Windhelm will be the first German to win in Sunoco Elite Series history. Hans Windhelm was on Monarch for 2 seasons and Spark Auto Racing for 1. Never stepped out of C and rank D, but in his first season in rank A, Windhelm will get it done in Nashville. Oh! There was some salt there. Bowers, there might have been some contact between them before. And and Bowers was not happy with Rowe for some reason. Maybe there was a tire rub. Jackson, big threat today, came home 5th. But Hans Windhelm, in a last-ditch effort, in a last charge, will take home the win. Alexander Rowe came close. So close, but won't get it done. Here in Nashville. Carlson 3rd, Brock 4th, Jackson rounding out your top 5. Whoa, that was a nice finish. Good run out of Hans Windhelm right at the end to pull it clutch. A lot of people in the pits very happy about that. Epic Motorsports and Monarch alike. All happy for Hans Windhelm. Great job out of the 51 crew. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Hans Windhelm taking career win number 1 here in Nashville. Rowe 2nd, Carlson 3rd, Brock 4th. Not going to get career win number 10 today. Jackson 5th, Ryan Monaco 6th. Good job out of him. Finn Guy going to lock a P7. Nice run for him. Caldwell 8th. Freeze Vince Freeze has had a great season so far, and another top 10 for him is a good result. And Angel will round out your top 10. Clever Haas will go 5, 10, and 11. Good recovery after a bad start to the season. Benyakos, P12. A lot of people had to pit as that pit cycle aligned right at the end of the race. Benyako gained a lot of positions right at the end. Jovic gained a lot of positions, but it's not going to be enough to defend off Hans Windhelm. Windhelm is definitely your points leader right now for Epic Motorsports, and that is Epic Motorsports breaking the three-way tie in Constructors wins and making it 16 for their team, with Hans Windhelm taking career win number 1. So congratulations not only Windhelm, but Epic Motorsports for now being number 1 on the all-time win list for Constructor wins. Oh, God, that was fun. I'm out of breath a little bit. But yeah, definitely congratulations to Hans Windhelm. We are going to go look at the points. Oh, let's go look at your points position after Nashville. And so as we leave Nashville, Hans Windhelm, after getting his victory, will be leading the points, 17 points over Dack Jovic. And then there's a pretty large gap back to Scott Roush in third. He's 38 points back from Jovic, 55 back from Windhelm. 62 back is Monaco, Eric Monaco, Alexander Rowe, William Brock, Philip Scott, Jeffrey Finguy up in 8th, Nick Pericles 9th, and Shepard using the points from Alex Benyako to gain 10th. Alex Benyako did a great job here in Nashville, and I bet Shepard's got to be happy about that he earned some nice points for him. Some people gained a lot of spots today, specifically Carlson and Jackson, both in unison, jumped 12 positions. Carlson 13th, Jackson 14th, looking very strong. Anderson and Fitzwater on their way up, so Fitzwater Australia starting to come back. You can see Angel down there, a little bit further down, 18th. Iran lost 7 positions, dropped from 12th to 19th. Not amazing for Iran. Ryan Monaco gained 10 positions for Monarch, up from 30th to 20th. Halleck lost 14 positions and went from 7th all the way down to 21st. A lot of positions. Someone lost 13 positions here. It's Benoit Ravine dropped a lot. And out of all the drivers, Dan Bartlett is the lowest driver right now. Not what we expected out of Bartlett going forward, but we'll see if he can turn his season around. Cordell Paulson, your reigning champion, and 30th. He's also one that a lot of people are looking at to turn his season around. William Duncan, Adam Vincent in his last season for a few seasons. He said he'll come back. But look down here, Roush Racing Enterprises still leads it. 688 points, 2 points above Epic Motorsports. Scott Ganassi and Maverick GP is the rank A top 4, where we would stand at rank A if the season stopped now. But obviously, we're far from over. Shock Allison made a nice little, or not a nice comeback, but they're making a nice little season for them so far. They have a win, and one of their drivers is second in points. So Shock Allison got to be happy. Clever Haas has made a comeback and has jumped Fitzwater Australia, Red Stallion, and HHR all in one swoop, and is now back up into a possible rank B position. They still have a little bit to go, maybe. But next on their list is Monarch. Monarch doing phenomenal, possibly jumping out of rank C next season, which would be a great thing for them, but they would knock Fitzwater Australia into C, which is very surprising. Next time we're going to Road America, which means the part-timers are coming back. Specifically, I believe these two here, Ray Hall and Griffin, will come back. I'm pretty sure Epic Motorsports is going to be using their other part-time driver. But it all comes down to who can top Roman Rahal. Roman Rahal, your leader in the part-time championship at 63 points, the only part-timer to be having any points so far. Because there is a part-time championship. It counts for something. And it's a nice little bit of glory. Roman Rahal, there's even theories about him being traded to go full-time for the rest of the season under different teams. But it's all just speculation as of now. because I'm not sure if anyone wants to take the dive and put one of the drivers into part-time seat, but we'll have to see. Roman Rahal looking very strong right now, and it comes down to how good he can really be going forward. After round 5, things really start to pick up, because after Road America, after we get done with this part-time race and stuff like that, alternate schemes will open up, and driver trading, the more important thing, will open up, and from there we expect chaos to begin. We expect a good amount of trades this season, and where people go, we're unsure. I have a few ideas. I've already been in part of the conversation of the rumors of who's being traded away, who's coming in. Some are more public than others, but I'm going to keep them a secret until they actually happen for the people who don't know. But congratulations overall to Hans Windhelm getting a win and the points lead in one race. An absolutely incredible performance. Hans Windhelm will lead them into Road America. Road America is usually pretty unexpected when it comes to the winners, so it's unpredictable. We'll see how that goes. Congratulations, Hans Windhelm, and we will see you all in Road America. Ciao.